The road doesn't ask questions. It doesn't care who you are, where you've been, or where you're going. It only listens to one thing, your throttle. And when the engine roars like a beast awakened, and the world blurs in your mirrors, you don't just ride, you command. This is not about traveling from point A to point B. This is about tearing through the ordinary with something that redefines street presence and raw attitude. This is about the Benelli 302s. And this is not just a bike, it's your pulse made of steel. The first time you lay eyes on the Benelli 302s, something inside you stops. It's not just the design, it's the language it speaks. Sharp lines, aggressive stance, futuristic LED headlamp that doesn't just light the road but slices through darkness like a blade. This machine doesn't whisper speed, it screams dominance. The exposed trellis frame doesn't hide the beast, it shows off its skeleton like a predator unafraid of anything. You look at it, and you know, it's not made for everyone. It's made for those who crave the rush of power surging through their veins. It's made for you. Now let's talk about what really makes the Benelli 302s roar, the heart that beats between those Italian-bred bones. A 300cc parallel twin, DOHC, liquid-cooled engine that produces 38 horsepower at 11,500 revolutions per minute and 25.6 Newton-meters of torque at 9,750 revolutions per minute. That's not a commuter's spec. That's adrenaline forged in metal. Twist that throttle and you'll feel the revs rise like a symphony of rebellion. It doesn't hesitate. It doesn't wait. It delivers. Smooth, relentless acceleration that makes every green light feel like a race, and every tunnel sound like a concert of combustion. This isn't a bike you ride, it's a bike that takes you hostage and shows you who you truly are. And the handling, like a blade in the hands of a warrior. In the city, it slices through traffic with agility you wouldn't expect from a 200-kilo machine. And on the open roads, it plants itself with the confidence of a purebred sports machine. Thanks to the steel trellis frame, the Benelli 302s is not just beautiful, it's balanced. With upside-down front forks and a rear monoshock, it absorbs the potholes, the rough patches, the surprises of bad tarmac, turning them into whispers beneath your tires. The bike sticks to corners like it's reading your mind. Lean in, and it responds, not with hesitation, but with passion. You don't need to fight it. You just ride it like a symphony, and every gear shift is a note in a wild, untamed song. And here's where it stuns even more, the tech. It's got a full-color TFT digital display that looks like it came out of a premium sport bike 4 times the price. Day and night modes adapt automatically, giving you clarity whether you're blazing under the sun or chasing the stars. From gear indicator to RPM, from speed to trip meters, it gives you everything at a glance, without asking for attention. It's not just a screen. It's your control center. And the sound. Oh, the sound. That twin-cylinder growl is not just noise. It's a statement. When the 302s breathes, it growls with a voice that turns heads and raises heartbeats. You don't just pass by, you announce your arrival. This isn't a whisper in the wind. This is thunder on wheels. But here's what truly makes the Benelli 302s a savage in disguise, it's the value. In a world where bikes either drain your wallet or disappoint your soul, the 302s stands tall at around 1,380,000 Pakistani rupees to 1,500,000 depending on your location and dealer. What you get for that price? A twin-cylinder Italian-blooded monster with premium suspension, aggressive styling, and performance that punches far above its class. No gimmicks, no compromises, just raw machine. You're not just buying a motorcycle, you're unlocking a lifestyle that others only dream about. And if you think that's all, you're wrong. Because there are things about the 302s that aren't shouted from rooftops, they're discovered by those who ride it. Like the smoothness of the slipper clutch on downshifts that keeps your back tire dancing in control instead of chaos. Or the wide 160-section rear tire that gives you that planted feel even when you're pushing hard on tight corners. Or the confidence of dual-channel ABS that doesn't just stop the bike, it saves you when things get real. These aren't just features, they're weapons, hidden in plain sight. Fuel economy. Yes, it sips responsibly for what it delivers, around 25 to 30 km/h depending on how hard you ride. Not bad for a twin-cylinder that's begging you to redline every chance you get. This means you don't have to be rich to run it, you just have to be hungry. And this is where it all comes together. The Benelli 302s is not built for everyone. It's built for the rebels. For the riders who don't care about brand obsession but care about connection. For those who don't just ride to commute, they ride to feel alive. This bike is the answer to the question you've been asking your whole life. What if power, style, sound, and technology could come together in one perfect storm? So when you park the 302s, people won't ask what it is, they'll ask who you are. And you'll smile, because they won't know the feeling of that engine screaming under your control. They won't know the freedom of late-night empty highways when the only light is your headlamp cutting through the dark. They won't understand the way this bike doesn't just ride the road, it owns it.